Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Hawkman, issue number 27. There is not too many ways I can talk about this comic without it being completely fluff, unless I talk spoilers for the comic book. So be aware, after I tell you who made the comic book, it's all spoilers all the way down. Let's get talking. So Robert Venditti is the writer and Fernando Pasarin is the penciler. The inkers are Auclair Albert and Wade von Grauberger. The colorist is Jeremy Cox and letters by Rob Lay. Cover by Michael Janin, and Gerardo Zaffino does the variant cover with Rain Barretto. My bad. Hawkman was created by Gardner Fox, and I believe a little Kubert was in there too. Anyway, this was, like I said, aside from the spoilers, this was a very fluffy issue. I don't think that Venditti or anybody involved in this comic book knew that the book was going to be ending. It's just, surprise, this is the end of your stuff. So, yeah, the next issue is a final issue, so it's got to end, and you can see the spoilers are going to explain all of that stuff. Basically, this was a feel-good issue, and I felt good reading this issue. I did, because it's Hawkman and Hawkwoman taking over the Justice Society. What is it, like 40 years in the past? It would have been more than 40 years in the past. 1940s, actually, I guess it would have been. Anyway, it was a while ago. All right, it was a while ago. Anyway, so boom. And yeah, that's what pretty much happens in this book. There's a couple of cool scenes. There's some cool things being said. And the comic book, for the most part, aside from being nostalgic and feel good, if you never cared about Justice Society of America, or you never heard of the Justice Society of America, this book doesn't mean anything to you. You know what I'm saying? To me, it meant something pretty cool as far as seeing some of this old school stuff again. Man, I miss Justice Society of America. Maybe we'll actually get a Justice Society of America book coming up pretty soon. That would be pretty cool. I just hope that it's in print and not digital exclusive, because that's frustrating. Anyway, the spoilers, however, are what really made this comic book important, because Hathset shows up. I don't remember if they actually said the name Hathset in here, but anybody who's a fan of Hawkman, this was Hathset. I mean, there's no doubt about it whatsoever, right? So he shows up in this comic book, and he's got the cursed blade, and he gonna try and kill himself some hawks. Is it gonna work? I kind of hope not. Especially since this is supposed to be the final death. If they die one more time, that's it. They're dead. And Hawkman, this was really, really, really weird for me. Hawkman is afraid of dying. Didn't we just see that this is how you get the Sky Tyrant? No, seriously, let that sink in for a little bit. You got to be consistent with your thoughts. Look, maybe this was just, again, a last-minute thing where it's like, hey, let's make this comic book matter because we're going to be ending pretty soon, and it sucks. It really does suck. We got the Save the Hawkman campaign going in Hawk World. Find them on Twitter and Facebook. I don't know where else, but yeah, there's blogs, and hopefully there'll be some video reviews coming up soon. Either way, this book is ending next issue, and I'm glued to my seat. I can't wait to see how this is going to end. As far as the issue itself, though, again, the spoilers for what's coming up next week, not what's going to happen, but what they're going to have to face next month, is what really moves this book. Anything else was just, it was fluffy, and fluffy can be nice, but fluffy also feels like filler. And yeah, look, do you want to sit on a couch without fluffing? So, I know it's sounding worse than I actually mean for it to sound, but recognize cushioning when you see it. All right. Anyway, guys, this was an all right issue. I enjoyed it, but knowing that it's going to end, mind you, listen. Let's just break this down. I'm pissed at DC Comics right now. I am infuriated at DC Comics. To get an idea of how infuriated I am at DC Comics, go and look at this one, the Death Metal Trinity Crisis review. It's like 13 minutes long or something like that, whatever it is, of me pretty much yelling about how pissed off I am at DC Comics right now. Yeah, I don't want to get back into that again. But the idea that they decided to just end this comic book with only 3 issues left or so is painfully frustrating. They're going to end it on the anniversary of Hawkman. Hopefully Venditti can do something with it. You know what I'm saying? And he's a really, really good writer. The question is, how good a writer do you have to be to last second do something absurdly amazing that's going to honor this character? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't have pointy ears and a big blue or black cape, uh, DC Comics doesn't care about the character, right? I mean, let's just call facts what they are. And they got two really great writers and some amazing art teams on Detective Comics and Batman currently, which, yay. There's also Batman the Outsiders right now by also another amazing writer and a really solid art team. But I mean, really? Is Hawkman really that bad right now? You can't advertise it in the Batman books? I mean, one that makes sense. You know what? What do I know? What do I know? I'm only a former international marketer. Giving free publicity to a comic book, trying to signal boost a couple of comic books over at DC. You know what? My opinion doesn't mean anything. Hawkworld's opinion doesn't mean anything. Fans' opinions don't mean anything. Bye-bye, DC. It was nice knowing you, when you were actually cool. And I'm out. Anyway, guys, grab the book. If anything, just to tell DC that they're making a mistake by getting rid of this. And I don't really have anything else to say about it. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Like the video, watch an ad. Class dismissed.